The Ag Minute on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture is brought to you by your Louisiana propane dealers. Fuel for our future.
Since June is National Dairy Month, we will continue to highlight the successful dairy farms here in the state.
This week, TWILA's Taylor Frey takes us to Pine Grove Farms, where dairying has been a tough road to walk, but for the love of it, one farmer keeps pushing on to make his business successful.
Farming this land is Daryl Robertson's American dream.
It's something that's a lot of us are just born with it. I was raised on this dairy farm.
And milking cows for him is pure muscle memory.
I've just always wanted to be one that was in an industry that was a needed industry.
He air quotes needed industry, not because dairy isn't needed anymore, but with milk prices the way they are, he says it's been tough.
It has its trying times, and now is one of those times which we're pretty low on pay prices.
But what keeps him going is his passion for agriculture.
It's just something that you love. I've always wanted to do something. Farming is a needed profession.
A needed profession indeed. Dairy farming isn't the only thing he does to make ends meet. Daryl also farms row crops and beef cattle to balance out input costs.
The day I stopped dairying, and I hope to live long enough to make that choice to stop, I'll probably still fool with beef cattle. I just love cattle.
But his drive is to never give up. A lesson he says his parents, Eugene and Laura Lee Robertson, instilled deep in his heart while growing up on this farm.
You know, I just knew I had to do it. It wasn't it's about like being married for 54 years. When you make a commitment, the good times, well, that makes you, when you get to bad times, you appreciate the good times.
You can't get out.
And it's those good times Daryl looks to keep him dairying strong.
It's going to get better. I've always heard that, and I believe it's going to get better.
At one time, the Robertsons called their farm 7R Dairy. The 7 stood for Mr. Robertson, his wife, and their 5 children, and the R, of course, stood for Robertson.